Hello and welcome to Bitsbox World, Builds Made Easy. I love making things for my Warhammer and I like to recycle as well. So I was having a cup of tea, stirring in my milk, and I just looked at the little wooden stirrer that I was using and thought that could be made into something. I'd also been using some pallets in the real world and for my Warhammer they need some pallets so I can make some scatter terrain to have on the battlefield. And I've got a whole load of useful bits and bobs that could just sit on there. So for this build I'm going to go step by step, show you everything that I used along the way. And I made two different types of pallet, a half pallet and a full pallet. And you'll need 5 stirrers to make the full pallet or 4 stirrers to make the half pallet, depending on how many you can pick up, maybe from Amazon or when you're buying a coffee, something like that. I found that these stirrers, they come up about 7.5 inches, which means that I can get 3 planks of wood and 5 of these little squares from every stirrer, and that gives me enough to build a pallet. 5 stirrers makes one big pallet. Cutting the stirrers will end up with 13 planks and 27 squares. There's various ways to cut these up, and I'm just using some old clippers. Just put a bit of pressure in there. I'm holding both edges in my hand though, so it doesn't fire off when you clip it, because you can make a little bit of a projectile weapon when clipping these. With these little squares as well, I'm going to make these be the separating blocks within the pallet. So just cutting these up so I've got a whole load of squares. And the great thing with this build is all you need is those little coffee stirrers. You can make all your planks and all your blocks just from them, so nothing else needed. This pallet build takes about 10 minutes from the beginning to the end, so you can bosh out a whole load of pallets in no time at all. So using 3 squares, I'm going to glue them together to make a block, and that'll be the separator of the pallet. You'll need 27 squares in total, and when they've been all glued together, don't worry about if they're a bit misshapen, we're going to fix that. You'll end up with 9 blocks. Now with the ones that end up like this, I want them to look more like a square complete block, I guess. So using a bit of sandpaper, you can just take off any rough edges or any misaligned glue accidents, and it just smooths it out a bit, makes them look a bit better. You don't necessarily have to do that. The planks are 2 inches long, and I'll be using 3 at the bottom to start off the bottom of my pallet. I'm just using my cutting mat here as a guide, just to make sure that all the blocks are going on in a good even order, and that will allow me to put the cross planks on to start building this pallet up. You'll need 3 in the middle as well, because pallets tend to have a section in the middle just to support any weight, and I want these to look as realistic as possible. I found that 2 inches by 2 inches was a good size pallet next to my miniatures. Gives them something to hide behind, but also if you want to stack things on top, you've got a nice good space there to put your boxes, your oil drums, or anything you want to stick on the top of that, just to make a bit of scatter terrain for your battles. So I just glue on the 6th plank here. That's the bottom all done, ready to build up the top. And I just start with the crossover planks And then I work my way from that, just eyeballing it really, just to make sure that the spacing looks good. You don't have to be super accurate with this, but just make sure the spacing looks good for you. You can put as many planks on or as little as you like, depending on whether you want to do a full pallet or maybe a damaged version as well. Pallets break all the time, so if you want to make some with some missing boards, go for it. I'm going for a full pallet here, and that will be all of my 13 planks. And I think that's turned out really well. Yeah, not bad. Some of the edges as well need a bit of sorting out. They're a bit rough. I wanted the boards to be nice and level. So again, using a bit of trusty sandpaper, you can get rid of any edges that are hanging over. If you wanted to build the half pallets, all I did was the same thing, but I just took the 2-inch planks and I cut them in half. You'll need 2 boards that are 2 inches, and then the rest can all be at 1 inch, just to make that a nice half board. So you end up with 2 planks at 2 inches and then 10 planks at 1 inch. And these don't look bad at all. You could be done with them and leave them at this nice beach coloured wood effect, just the colour of the woods. But I'm going to add some colour to some of these as well and just have a nice mixture. And for a nice weathered wood look, I'm going to go with Swamp Brown Intensity ink from Green Stuff World. This is an ink, so it does go into the gaps and the recesses and highlight everything for you. I quite like this. It makes it just have a nice different wood effect than the beach, so you can have a mixture of different types of palette. Now I'm going to go with a second colour that might seem a bit weird. I don't know if anywhere else in the world uses blue palettes. We in the UK, we can have blue painted palettes, and these tend to be the best palettes that you can get. Controversial, I know, but they're nice and hardy, good wood, and they can be really useful for other projects other than building pallets. So I'm gonna make myself some blue pallets, and the paint of choice to do this for me was Talisar blue. I like how this comes across, really nice rich colour, and the more that you paint on, the darker it will go. That's the same with the Swamp Brown as well, but if you leave some different levels of thickness across the palette, then you get a more realistic look, and they're looking really great together. Why not use these as a stack of pallets for cover? They're really quick and easy to make, and you can bosh out so many in such a short time. And why not damage some of the pallets as well to give them a good worn and battled effect? With the blue pallets, I tend to do the breaking afterwards, so you get the nice wood effect under the boards that are missing. There we go, some pallets completed, ready to carry all those extra bits your miniatures need. And these make some really good scattered terrains, whether it's piles of pallets or carrying your munitions. Thanks for watching, please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.